Try to read my mind again and see if it's saying this is a win-win situation. Let's meet halfway here. Compromise. Meanwhile, I'd like to make a proposition, a job opportunity. Long time no see. How are you?
Pretty good.
I'm guessing this is your first case ever. It's all right. Let's sit down and talk.
I'll be fine, thank you. This is my client, Miss Wu Mei Wei.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Wu. I'm Luo Bing.
Pleased to meet you.
My Fei did his internship with me. He must have told you a lot of interesting stories from that time.
Attorney Luo, as you're aware, we're not here to reminisce. We're here today because Ren Xiaonian's company infringed on Miss Wu's intellectual
Attorney Ma,
rights.
We're not in court yet. How can you say at this point that Ren Xiaonian's company has infringed on her rights?
I think that they're on the defensive now, so when he gets there, let's go straight to the point. And if he doesn't admit to anything, we get out and leave.
Then he'll walk away.
It seems I failed to teach him properly.
I remember everything you've taught me. What you're doing right now is trying to get ahead of the other party. You're trying to get my client to lose confidence in me, and I won't fall for that.
I'm sorry, but I never taught you that.
I have a good memory.
Then remember that I also taught you that the function of the law is to avoid conflicts, not start them. To prevent disputes, and not to create them. Not to blur the line between wrong and right, but to provide only the facts, accurately and fairly.
First, we'll ask his opinion on the work we did on the alignment.
He'll probably say, "Great minds think alike," or "We're on the same page." Were you able to read our alignment?
Yes, I have.
Do you think they're similar?
Well, great minds think alike.
Then he'll fall straight into our trap, I tell you. How can he explain the emails they sent to Mei Wei?
Yeah, they didn't just email, they also called.
Call his bluff immediately. Just tell him that so-and-so asked you to meet with him because you had a job interview.
He won't be able to justify himself.
Are you trying to tell us that we're on the same page here?
Ren Xiaonian's secretary called me and gave me an invitation to do a job interview.
I'm just afraid he'd lie through his teeth. What if he says they're not similar at all?
Then we're going to edit the video, post it online, and let everyone have a field day with their comments.
And then what?
If we get the public to think he's not an honest person, how can you expect the judge to believe anything he says?
Listen, Miss Wu. Good lawyers avoid courts. Actually, I'm here to...
Excuse me, here's your coffee.
Thank you.
Hey, is there anything else I can get you?
We're all right, thank you.
Enjoy.
So, as you were saying earlier, you're here right now to...
As I was saying, let me make a proposal. Ren Xiaonian's company, Ren's Fashion, would like to invite you to join their team as chief designer.
If you admit to infringement, we'll drop the case.
Well, there wasn't any.
So why offer to settle then?
Because we want to work alongside talented designers like Miss Wu over here.
Explain something to me. Why does Ren's fashion products look a lot like Miss Wu's work? And you just admitted earlier that the results are highly similar.
Then again, chimpanzees and human genes are also similar. In fact, they're practically identical, but no one would dare say that you look a lot like a chimp, right? Miss Wu, please. I encourage you to consult with another lawyer and see if our offer would be beneficial to you.
Sure. Excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
You know her?
Excuse me?
The girl at the counter.
She's my client's best friend. We're all friends. Hey. It's not illegal. You know that too.
Yes, of course.
Hey, I don't know, but Luo Bing seems like a really nice guy. What do you think?
Hey, think with your head. If you decide to sign this thing, you'll fall into the trap.
It can't be that bad. I mean, he said that I'm a talented designer.
You should always remember this. He is a lawyer. He's Ren Xiaonian's lawyer. He's representing that animal, and it's his job to protect his interests above anything and anyone else, despite knowing how dirty the guy's business practices are.
Are you serious? I really think he wants to hire me because he appreciates my talent.
Darling, he's just trying to be professional, okay? You're just enjoying the attention he's giving you.
What's that supposed to mean?
According to this agreement, you'll work for them as their chief designer. In other words, whatever work you do will belong to Ren's fashion. You don't get it, do you? It only means they're trying to offer you employment as their company's chief designer in exchange for every single piece of work that you've done and will do for them.
Huh? But I thought Luo Bing was a nice guy. I thought he was trying to help me.
More like setting you up.
Why would he do that?
Because he's paid to do it.
You mean he's paid to rob me? We made some revisions.
You're the one who did the revisions?
What did you guys change?
Huh? I have no idea.
I'm okay with the other terms. We can discuss these. This one, though, is unreasonable.
That's non-negotiable.
You want to sue Ren Xiaonian for $5 million and make him apologize. But now you're asking for a $5 million annual salary and a public apology? It's practically the same thing. This only means if we lose the case, the result is the same.
It's not the same.
Really now?
If we take you to court, and the court sides with us, we're definitely going to get a hefty compensation. But if we settle according to the agreement you drafted, she'll only get a chief designer post, nothing more than that, and you know it too.
She will get $1 million
Before
annually.
taxes, and only after meeting certain criteria.
That's still better than losing the case and ending up with nothing, you know?
We're not scared of going to court. We're not the ones thinking of going on a merger. Why don't we do the math and see who stands to lose more? We don't plan to risk an M&A plan worth billions over a small case that'll take forever, do we, attorney?
What are they talking about?
Allow me to remind you about the legal definition of extortion.
In the course of a company's merger or funding, pursuing a legal process maliciously in order to intimidate the company to hand over the property is considered extortion and blackmail.
I guess a man's wisdom can ruin him.
This is only a normal litigation. We weren't aware of your M&A plan when we made the decision to press charges.
So, when did you find out about it?
Right now, exactly. Don't try to trick me. Let me tell you, I can read minds. I can tell what's going on by the expressions on your face.
You read what's on my mind based on facial expressions. That's how you found out? Try to read my mind again and see if it's saying this is a win-win situation.
What do you mean?
We'll agree to the $5 million, but you drop the case and promise that you'll never sue for the same grounds. Let's meet halfway here. You know, compromise. Meanwhile, I'd like to make a proposition, a job opportunity.
We won't compromise. Not even a little.
Shouldn't you be discussing this with your client first?
No need. We're not settling. See you in court.
Hey,
Who gets the final say here?
I'm her lawyer. I make the decisions.
This agreement is only valid till the end of the day. We get off at 6:30. You have until then.